What's good, y'all, man? We got Venom Last Dance trailer. Kill, that's the name. Kill. Got those symbols, symbolize symbols. Yeah, explain. I had to reveal. So yeah, that was the trailer right there. I just saw it, but that was a trailer that the big bad wolf. So we got two people, but I think that's the person that they gonna, you know what I mean? Yeah, type.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires, and I gotta be honest, I am definitely 100% guilty of clowning on the Sony Spider-Verse that doesn't have a Spider-Man, but man, this trailer for Venom: The Last Dance actually promised a huge connection to what's going on with the symbiotes, Sony's plan, maybe even Avengers Secret Wars, as it revealed that in fact Knull is part of the canon now.
Yeah, that's why it's called Knull. Okay, Knull.
They even showed him in a couple of places. We're hearing rumors about what Knull's involvement going past this film may be, and even the actor playing him. We're going to talk about those, as well as who Knull is and why this is such a huge reveal coming in the trailer for Venom that we got today. We're breaking it all down, Knull and the symbiotes, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do, so if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner for Agatha all along. Again, all you got to do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so even though they teased his appearance a couple of times in the trailer, they also made sure to let Venom name drop him to make sure we knew that's who we were looking at, Knull. Now, if you're not familiar with Knull, he's the god of the symbiotes, and literally, according to his history,
So he like the master of the whole symbiote type.
Knull was an eldritch god of darkness and the creator of the
They like like
symbiotes,
boss.
while residing in the primordial void that existed between the 6th and 7th cosmoses. He was awakened when the Celestials invaded his kingdom of darkness with light. Knull was chosen by the Celestials to serve as the King in Black, but he rejected the responsibility. With the first symbiote in the form of a sword, he decapitated one of them and used the Celestial's severed head, its divine power, to find the blade, linking both Knull and the Necrosword to the fallen cosmic god, waging war against the light to return the universe to the void. Knull became a legendary figure of divine terror, but eventually found himself stranded on a nameless planet after an inhabitant stole his blade and unwittingly followed in his footsteps. He experimented with his powers and discovered that he could bond his living abyss with quote-unquote lesser creatures in the form of amorphous parasites that he could control. Establishing himself as the nexus of the hive he created, Knull proceeded to conquer worlds and form a fleet of symbiote dragons. When two of his dragons arrived on Earth, the young god of thunder Thor Odin's son struck one of them down and then severed Knull's connection to all the other symbiote dragons, who dissipated into countless individual symbiotes, with the other would seemingly be killed by Thor mid-air in battle, its body plummeting to the depths of the North Sea. Merging with the closest hosts it could find, the hive was now infected with the concepts of honor and nobility, so the symbiotes turned on Knull and trapped him at the core of the throne world, rebranding themselves Clintar.
That's for yet though. Don't roar or somewhere.
Out of their word for cage. Now that's where I believe we find
So that's why he at though, in the cage or door.
Knull trapped in throne world is exactly what it looks
Yeah, it looks like he trapped, but he gonna get out somehow. I don't know, at the end of the movie, or probably in the movie. They probably gonna, like a sneak. What was it called? Credit. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, that shit. They gonna wait. You gotta wait till the end of the movie, then you gonna see him. So yeah, okay. So it's probably so this right here it's setting up for Spider-Man or But Sony got Marvel, so I'm about to say Spider-Man. That's not about to say Spider-Man. I don't know how I'm gonna fool y'all. Hold on. We back, y'all. I got my tenders. We back. We back though. We back in there.
looks like in the trailer, with a few couple of shots that we get. And I believe when Venom is telling Eddie we have something that he needs, it's his attempt to try to escape Throne World and reenact his control over all of the symbiotes that he used to be able to control in the first place. Now, this actually ties to a ton of Marvel lore that goes way, way deeper, because obviously we've already quote-unquote seen the Necro Sword that should have been used by Gore the God Butcher in Thor Love and Thunder. They never...
I'm back, yo. So that's where he at. He at the cage and shit.
Obviously, we've already quote-unquote seen a ton of Marvel lore that goes way, way deeper, because obviously we've already quote-unquote seen the Necro Sword that should have been used by Gore the God Butcher in Thor Love and Thunder. They never expressly called it that. That's obviously a rights issue between Sony and Marvel, but technically that's not the end of the Necro.
Oh yeah, because they got the symbiote and that's Sony, so they have to. Okay, I see. They have to use something else. I see. Okay, I see. So okay.
Sword's lore, especially as it pertains to Thor and with the future of Galactus in the MCU. We can talk about that in a totally separate video, but the symbiotes have always been tied to Thor in that kind of way because of what ends up happening between Thor, what he does with the Necro Sword, and Galactus. Again, topic for a different video, but what I will say is that Knull's involvement with this film teases a future for the symbiotes beyond just this, the conclusion to the Venom trilogy, and where we have heard that we may see Venom in Secret Wars, that Kevin Feige's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we see though, because they gotta make agreement, Sony and well, they already did, right? Oh no, not really. They just because it's Marvel's character, but it's owned by Sony, so they gotta make agreement though. Again, you know what I mean? Sony, they, you know what I mean? Tight. But yeah.
To the idea, Sony is definitely brewing something much bigger. Now, whether or not they failed.
Eddie, I'm with you to the end.
Along the way in those plans with how bad Madam Web and Morbius is, doesn't mean that they can't steer out of it. And I will admit, now having seen this in the trailer and knowing there's some bigger implication here, definitely makes me a lot more interested to see the film for sure. But we are hearing that Knull will definitely appear in a future project after this, the conclusion to Venom: The Last Stand.
I'll say Spider-Man, but it might be Avengers. What's that called? I forgot what it's called. But it might be that. But they gotta make, you know, like I said, agreements.
I think this is Sony's plan ultimately with Spider-Man, and it could even tie into Secret Wars. What's more,
yeah, Secret Wars and shit. It might.
You get to see the actor's face for Knull, the God of Symbiotes. It's actually rumored that Norman Reedus is going to be playing this character, and if you guys follow channels like mine or the Rumor Mill for a while, you'll know that Norman Reedus has been tied to Marvel and for quite some time, but for the role of Ghost Rider, it appears though he's playing a completely different character and now maybe a huge overarching villain, which Sony and or Marvel maybe have plans for. Sony was rumored to be building towards a Spider-Geddon of some kind, but as I made mention many times, without a Spider-Man squarely in their Spider-Verse over here in this live action, a rogues gallery, whatever the hell they're doing, it hasn't worked.
And I always keep it real, boy. He said rogue gallery, what the hell they doing? And I always keep it blunt, keep it 100.
Your verse over here in this live action, a rogues gallery, whatever the hell they're doing, it hasn't worked. It hasn't been working. And obviously the reason they don't involve a Peter Parker or a Miles Morales or a Spider-Man of any kind in these films is because they can't. The contractual agreements with Marvel being what they are, it seems not only was it a ticket to send Spider-Man over to the MCU, but a one-way ticket to use that character unless Marvel signs off, and there is no Spider-Man in sight for any of this. In order for the...
Oh, it's because they can't... Okay, so the agreement, that's why they can't... I knew it was some type of agreement. That's why they can't make a Spider-Man. Because Marvel's and shit. But Marvel want the character, but Sony want the character too. So it's like, I mean, they sharing it, but yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult in the studios and shit. Difficult, you know, I mean, difficult shit.
For them to pull off something much bigger, not only do they need to turn their track record around and not release stuff like Madam Web, but they definitely have to get a Spider-Man of some kind involved. Because even with the introduction of Knull and making this,
I ain't gonna lie, if they make if they do a Spider-Man Sony gonna make some money. I ain't gonna lie, nah, fact. They do their own, but I mean, because probably I don't know, the agreement, the contract, I don't know what the fuck going on with that shit. But yeah,
your story, I really feel like they are doing the most that they can with what they've got, and without a Spider-Man to tie this all together. And there are several Spider heroes that they can go with. It just basically doesn't have the same weight that you would hope. This is a step in the right direction though from Sony, and definitely promises something way bigger. We'll have to see if it ties directly in with Marvel's plans for Secret Wars in the multiverse, or just basically crossing over Eddie Brock's or the symbiote that's tied to him, this Venom symbiote, with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because while we do assume that there is going to be some ground levelness to Spider-Man, if you guys have been hearing about the rumors, it's going to have multiversal elements, and they're definitely going to tie in the black suit Spider-Man for Secret Wars like he was in the comics, especially considering that they left a piece of symbiote.
Yeah, they on purpose. They left it on purpose in the in the bar. So we're gonna have some type of symbiote in Spider-Man 4 or Spider-Man 5 or 6. I don't know what we're gonna have it at. But they did it on purpose though. They left it for a reason though. So just waiting, just seeing that what movie they gonna put it on.
Which I don't know if Sony really meant to retcon in the first teaser trailer for this in the MCU, which until they say isn't there, we're gonna assume is. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. Was this out of left field for you as it was for me seeing Knull? And do you think Norman Reedus is the right pick to play that character if indeed he's the actor who's been cast? I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away.
But yeah, so I'm gonna watch it. I ain't excited for it, but I'm gonna watch it though, man. I'm see what they talking about. But yeah, let me know how y'all like it. Let me know comment below how y'all feeling. And yeah, Venom Last Dance. Let me know what's gonna tie to Spider-Man 4 or Secret Wars or whatever they got going on, Marvels and Sony. Man, they gotta make some agreements though. They won't go to Marvel. They gotta make some agreements though. So we're gonna see what's going on with Sony and Marvel Studio. You know what I'm saying? Both bumping heads right now. They bumping heads. They ain't thinking right. But but yeah, like it us. Peace.